By the time I hit my 50s, I'd learned a few things, like how family is precious. Work can always wait. And 99% of people over 50 already have the virus that causes shingles. Not everyone at risk will develop it, but I did. The painful, blistering rash disrupted my life for weeks. Don't learn about your shingles risk the hard way. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist today. Sponsored by GSK.
Hey, Papa here. It's Papa John, and you're listening to the H3 podcast. Go Ethan. Go Eli.
Welcome, everybody, to the H3 podcast, previously recorded, not live.
What's previously recorded?
What did they say on late nights when it's not live? They say previously recorded, right, Dan? Is that what they say?
Sure, or live to tape. Or
live to tape. That's what we are, guys. It's good to be back here on the H3 podcast, sponsored by Hims and ExpressVPN today. We missed last week, and it feels like we haven't been here in forever, but there's so much to talk about. You know, we've got Papa John calling in later to discuss all the beautiful things that Papa John always discusses. Lots of drama. And I'm drowning in drama. It's like sometimes it's like a drama tsunami, you know? It's like there's an earthquake, and you're like, oh, that's drama. But then there's the tsunami that comes later. That's what I'm dealing with here. But before we get into that, I do want to announce something going on our Twitter called Help. Ela and Ethan Lazy. This is a hard word to say. Philanthropy. Philanthropy. That doesn't sound right.
Doesn't sound that hard to say.
Go ahead, Ela, if you're such a genius.
Philanthropy?
Philanthropy. Go ahead, genius Elo. How do you say it?
Dan, how do you say it?
Philanthropy, right?
Philanthropy.
Now you got me. Now.
See, it's not that easy to say. Here's what we're doing, and I'm very excited to announce. We've been doing this now for like 9 days, I think. We decided we are giving away $100,000 cash of our own money. No strings attached. No sponsors. That's just $100,000 from my bank account to yours. On Twitter, we are making a tweet every day for 100 days, giving away $1,000 every day.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
$1,000. It's been raised since, but yeah.
So, $1,000 every day for 100 days to 2 winners, 500 apiece. All you have to do is retweet and comment with your PayPal info. The retweet is annoying, I know, but all these bots require some kind of action to draw a winner from. And that's it. You don't have to follow me. You don't have to comment and tag 25 friends. And basically, we just want to get cash to people who need it now. You know, the unemployment rate is like, it's crazy. It's over 20% now. It's staggering. It's scary.
I think it's going to continue to get worse, too, because big companies are closing now.
Right.
Like Neiman Marcus.
It's just the beginning, I think, because the way I see this playing out, and I don't want to talk too much about coronavirus here, but is that there's going to be a second wave, and it really is just a matter of how bad the second wave is. But I think there's going to be another stay-at-home order, and even if there isn't, people are not going to want to go out in public. So I think shopping malls, I think movie theaters, I think restaurants are going to continue to suffer for a long, long time. And so anyway, we wanted to help in whatever way we could. And so the best way we could think is just to send out cash to my dogs on Twitter. So hit me up on Twitter and to enter every day. Just respond to my tweets. I do it every day at 12 o'clock. And then 12 o'clock the next day, we pick the winners. Now, here's where it gets cool.
Wait, can I make just a quick note about it? I just want to emphasize, share your paypal.me link, not your email. Don't post your public PayPal email because people might try and scam you.
Right. Thank you, Dan. Now, Brendan Green, the creator of PUBG, hit me up and was like, yo, I want to give 50 grand. I was like, awesome. So we have 150 grand now. So that means we get 3 winners a day. And we may have... should I announce what I know now, or does that not make sense?
It didn't happen yet.
Yeah, it didn't
chronologically.
happen yet.
Well, we shot our call with Papa, but you guys will hear it at the end.
Papa John donated $100,000 extra dollars. What can I can't contain it. So now we're up to $250,000 in the help fund, and that's 5 winners. Am I doing? Yeah, 5 winners every day. That's $500 a piece. That's $2,500 every day, you guys. Exciting stuff. So make sure to follow me, or you don't have to follow me. Listen, I'm just saying, watch my Twitter, okay, at 12 o'clock. That's when these raffles go out, okay?
This isn't about us promoting our social media.
I don't care if you follow me on Twitter.
It's just we found the easiest way for us to literally hand you money. We just found this to be the easiest way.
Take my money. Take my money. You take my money. You,
just
not
saying,
you.
Just
you
saying
take my
that
money.
because people have criticized that aspect of our donation, but
well, we found people will pretty much criticize anything, even that regular.
I even saw people, a couple comments of people saying that the app that we're using to randomly draw
right, I saw that too.
doesn't work, and it only selects from the 100 most recent people.
Yes.
I'm the one doing the drawing. I can tell you right now that's complete bullshit. I don't know where that's coming from. I'm able to see, where the winners are being drawn from, and it's not just the 100 most recent. So I'm not sure where that narrative is coming from, if people actually believe that or if they're just trying to troll you. But
when I was doing research for this, all the free shit is like, and actually even some of the paid stuff is limited to the last 1,000 tweets.
I see.
And so I went and found this premium service, which actually is like, what are we spending? Like $100 a month or something? It's pretty pricey.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is the only one I found, and it is expensive, that can actually do a raffle with that many people. So yes, it does. It's not just the last whatever amount of people. It's
I've
everybody.
manually verified that. I've gone and looked when the winners responded, and there's people that have won that responded within the first hour of you posting it. So it's
totally legit. It's 100% all good, and it's great. I'm really happy with it. It seems like we've already helped a lot of people.
Yeah,
so
it's actually really touching when you look at all the comments. Like Dan showed me, I didn't even realize at first, but some people have been just commenting their story of why they need money and what's happening with them, and then some random really nice people will give them like, hey, here's $20 from me, just send you, and it's so cool. It's just been pretty
nice.
Wholesome, the whole thing every day.
I agree. It's been a very great thing, and we're only in day 9, so there's still a full 90 days left, and now there's going to be 5 winners a day. It's out of control, outrageous. But
Jesus.
Thoughts? Anyway, so that's that. That's really exciting. I also want to say that there's a couple items on Teddy Fresh real fast. Let's see. Everything's so slow here because of the COVID. But we're gonna have to start some stuff rolling in. But we got some T-shirts, we got some bucket hats, we got some belts, we got some shirts. All right, that's that. TeddyFresh.com.
It may look like there's not a lot going on, but we are working really hard on Teddy Fresh. Lots of exciting stuff will come.
Preach.
I think around June is when things will start to finally release.
Preach it.
And then it's gonna never stop.
Including SpongeBob restock and new designs.
In July.
All right.
Okay.
Some Ordinary Gamer was the first drama. Now, as you guys know, I have been the subject of many videos in the past several years. People do not like Ethan. Ethan is a hypocrite. He is greedy. He stopped making H3 videos because he is lazy. And he only wants to make money on the podcast. Money. I love money. So anyway, yeah, you guys have heard all that. Some Ordinary Gamers is a guy who made this video about me saying that I was a hypocrite because I donation shamed Jeff Bezos, which didn't happen, which is a funny thing. It just didn't happen. And this video really upset me because people are always cutting clips from the podcast and making videos about it. But this is one of these times where he makes this assertion that I donation shamed Jeff Bezos, and then he goes on to expand about how that makes me all this like a hypocrite. And the whole premise of it is not only something that never happened, it's something that he never even cites or shows in his video, and yet everybody's taking it for granted, which to me was just so. I was like, wow, this is so fucked up. Like, people hate me this much that they're willing to just accept whatever is said about me without any evidence at all. And then, so I tweeted at him and I says, yo, just so you know, very politely, really, I said, just so you know, the comments I made about Jeff Bezos were like 15 days before he donated $100 million. So I couldn't have donation shamed him. And in response to those tweets, he made, and in response to our charity, he made a second video taking credit for my $100 donation, being like, ooh, I wonder why that happened. And further saying, you know, Ethan didn't donation shame Jeff Bezos, but it's hard to give him credit because he's always, this is to quote him, he's always punching around billionaires. I was like, really, dude? So it's my fault you got that wrong because I'm making fun of billionaires. You know, billionaires, the most disenfranchised group of people in America, by the way. Let's all stick our neck out for billionaires. They're the
smallest minority in the world, if you think about it.
Yeah, that's true. That is true, actually.
Yeah.
I love the whole premise of like working people sticking their necks out for billionaires.
It's also funny because we talk about it a lot in both aspects. We've also been on the side of saying that, you know, they should exist versus like we had this whole argument when people were saying billionaires shouldn't exist.
Exactly. You guys have argued with me. I'm way harsher on them than you guys.
Right.
You guys have, you know, defended the idea of people having that much money before.
That is so frustrating because I couldn't possibly pack that detailed of an argument into the video.
Yeah, it's
so
too
minute.
much.
But you guys know that like only like a month ago I was talking about how Jeff Bezos created Amazon. My opinion is that, you know, obviously it's complicated, right?
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos is a guy who created Amazon that revolutionized the entire world. He's wealthy beyond imagination. And so I said, you know, the guy, he earned it, or so to speak, whatever you want to say. And so people were upset, first of all, that I was defending billionaires, and then, you know, a month later, I'm on blast for donation shaming Jeff Bezos of all people, which I didn't do. Obviously, this whole concept is very complicated, and frankly, you guys, I'm out here. These aren't well formulated thoughts. I'm oftentimes talking off the cuff. That's the nature of a podcast, right? I'm just here, kind of thinking and talking, and sometimes one thing I say might contradict another thing I say because maybe
it did make me think about this, like, because I think a lot of people used to see us only in our highly edited videos, because when we make our videos on H3, you know, we think about it ahead of time. We have some kind of preparation to what we're going to say, and then after recording there's a lot of editing. So if there was a weird take of something, you cut it out, you leave the good one. You know, if you didn't say something right, you cut that out. But I think for a lot of people who don't necessarily follow us all the time, seeing us like just as a hard transition go from those edited videos to this podcast that is so unedited, it's just 2 hours of us saying anything, just talking. We don't plan, like, what I'm saying right now. I didn't think about this point. I'm just making it right now.
Yeah.
I think for them, it's a hard transition to see this versus this. And I think that's a lot of times where those kind of videos come from, like Muda's video.
Right. And then when you watch a lot of the criticism videos, their like central thesis is like, they have to stop the podcast. People hate they hate that we make money from it. People hate that I'm saying things they disagree with. People don't like. I think a lot of it comes from political stuff too. I think that in a certain point in my career, I was making a lot of videos about social justice warriors and feminists and all this shit. And I think that I attracted quite a bit of more conservative leaning audience there. The truth is, anyone that follows this podcast or knows, I'm definitely a Democrat, and I'm definitely extremely liberal in all of my personal doctrine, socially and economically. So So like he made a comment in his video like, "Oh, because I said we're doing this charity and I intentionally made it under $500 so you don't have to report it to the IRS, just cash in your pocket. That's the tax law." And he goes, "Ooh, don't tell your buddy Bernie Sanders," as if that's some kind of a slam on me that I'm like, "Oh, well, you like Bernie Sanders? Yeah, your buddy Bernie Sanders." It's like, so I think a lot of people see me as I'm trying to think of the best way to say this, but they see me as I'm not one of them. They thought I was one of them, and I'm not. Mm-hmm. I'm a Trojan horse, even. I'm worse. And so I think a lot of this stuff, it comes down to politics. They think that I'm maybe a hypocrite. They hate who they see me as here, which is not a feminist hating red pillar. I'm just not. I'm a coastal elite, bro. I'm a fucking rich coastal elitist. You know, that's who I am through and through. Totally. If I given the opportunity to sing in Imagine, I would. If Gal Gadot asked me to do a verse in Imagine, I would have totally done it. Let me just put it that way. Imagine all the people. Oh. I would have totally done it. That's what a coastal elite I am.
Hey, speaking of making money on the podcast, we're at 15 minutes. If you
speaking of making money on the podcast, thank you, Dan. Nice segue. Hold on to that thought, guys, because today we are sponsored by ExpressVPN. We all know ExpressVPN protects your privacy and security online, right? But here's something you may not know. You can also use ExpressVPN to unlock movies and shows that are only available in other countries. And boy, do I wish I had this when we were living in Israel. I think we talked about this last time, but man, oh man. Now that so many, I heard that they've got all these Miyazaki films, but it's only on like Japan Netflix. Oh. I was like, bro, I need to hook up my Japan IP with ExpressVPN. So this whole week I've been using ExpressVPN to binge Doctor Who on UK Netflix. Actually, what I need to be doing is using my ExpressVPN to binge Miyazaki films on Japan Netflix. It's so simple to do. I fire up ExpressVPN app, change my location to the UK, refresh Netflix, and boom, pesto, bango, bingo. That's all. ExpressVPN hides your IP address and lets you control where you want sites to think you're located. You can choose from almost 100 different countries. So just think about all the Netflix libraries you can go through. Do you love anime? Use ExpressVPN to access Japanese Netflix and be spirited away. Miyazaki reference, everybody. But it's not just Netflix. ExpressVPN works with any streaming service, Hulu, BBC, iPlayer, YouTube, you name it, god dang it. There are hundreds of VPNs out there, but the reason I use ExpressVPN to watch shows is because it's ridiculously fast. There's never any buffering or lag, and you can stream in HD no problem at all. ExpressVPN is also compatible with all your devices, phones, media consoles, smart TVs, and more, so you can watch what you want on a personal device or on the big screen, wherever you are. So visit my special link right now, expressvpn.com/H3. You can get an extra 3 months of ExpressVPN for free. Support the show, watch what you want, and protect yourself with ExpressVPN. That's expressvpn.com/H3. Thank you very much to our sponsor. And so, anyway, we're talking about that video. So I responded. I really went into into some kind of crazy video making frenzy. And we made our longest video ever, 37 minutes in response. And there was just so much to unpack. I mean, the guy, he takes every opportunity to paint me in the worst possible light. And everything he says is wrong. He goes, Ethan, Ethan, the owner of Teddy Fresh, why aren't you making N95 respirator masks? And then he goes, the death toll is getting pretty fucking high, Ethan. I'm like, dude, I'm not killing people. You're making it sound like I'm killing people. Yeah. I'm like, well, I cannot make N95 respirator masks. I can't just go do that. It's very complicated. There's only like a handful of manufacturers in the world that can do that. Like 3M. You know 3M? They're like huge like there's literally a handful of companies that can do that in the entire world, and just sit there and just throw all this shit at me. You know, it's very upsetting. And so,
and he actually donation shamed us.
Yeah,
which was very sad.
It did hurt my feelings. He goes, Ethan, I could do the same thing you do. Like you only donated $1,000 to Team Trees. But I'm not going to do that. But he did do that. And I didn't. So I talked about this at length in our video.
Yeah.
But it was, it felt so bad that like this video was going viral he made. And you read through the comments and everybody's just convinced that somehow I'm like the worst person that has ever lived. And I'm really,
I realized
it's
that
just, you know,
hate is very chauvinistic because all the hate is only going towards you, and I got none of it.
Nice. I wish I could do with a little chauvinism.
Oh, really? Were you jealous, Hila? You weren't getting any of the.
I was a little bit jealous.
Well,
I was like, well, I don't know. What about me?
That is an interesting
I was
point.
here too. Teddy Fresh, where am I in the conversation?
I think
I
you're
don't
right,
know.
and I'll tell you why I think people do that. They are always avoiding criticizing you because I'm the easy target, and people are more protective of you. So they know if they go after you, and this has happened before when people go after you, that people are not receptive to that criticism because they see me as the problematic person, and you're just trying to clean up my mess. But you're right.
They
Why?
care.
But you're right. Why aren't you, Hila, making?
But that's a
N95
little
Nesperator
bit
mask?
chauvinistic way to look at it, don't you think? Like I'm just here cleaning up your mess. Like
Women
some
are
dumb,
nurses.
some
Women
dumb
are
wife,
nurses.
you know,
Yeah.
it's just smiling like, hey, Ethan.
Yeah.
It's no, we plan everything together. Whatever Ethan is saying, I usually agree with him, you know, unless I say otherwise, which I normally will say on the podcast. You know, sometimes we disagree, but I just always find it funny. Like,
Not always. I will say, in your defense, like, for example, the whole PewDiePie fiasco with the N-word and the drunken rants and all that,
I
you were
wasn't
not
there,
here.
right?
You were actually there tending to your father who was dying
Yeah.
to make things worse. So
Yes.
it's not always your fault.
Not
but-
always.
But anyway, so that was happening. And I honestly, during that whole week, I had such tension and anxiety. I felt like I was going to puke all the time because I was so upset about it.
Can you
Close
mute
this?
your
Yeah.
laptop, Ethan? Like,
Mother fricker. Mother frickin' crap and a frick.
Also, the timing was very annoying because we were planning a donation and we have been thinking about it for a long time. We weren't sure what we wanted to do. Like you guys who watch the podcast know that we have done those charity streams a few times, and that was initially our first idea, but it didn't feel the same. Like we just wanted it to go directly to people and not to some charity fund that, you know.
It's
Was it the Yang philosophy? I actually
Yes.
was curious.
Yes.
his
It was
whole,
very much inspired by Yang.
Well,
Definitely.
it's the whole atmosphere right now is like government sending people checks. People are talking about UBI, so it's very much inspired by the movement of the time.
right.
And yeah, you know, it's much easier just to give money to a.
And we never
a
donated
charity,
this
yeah.
much. We knew we wanted to do something big, so
Look,
we
I
kind
know-
of wanted to think about it, you know. And
I know
weren't
you
sure.
guys think we're rich. I know everyone thinks we're rich and like, and okay, we're rich. $100,000 is a fucking lot of money. That hurts. I want $100,000 back in my bank account. Trust me.
No, but it doesn't hurt. It feels good to give.
Isn't it better if it hurts? Isn't it more? Isn't it more admirable if it's painful every time? Right? Because if it feels good, then you're like, hey, everybody take my money. I'm feeling happy. It hurts me every time I give that money out. And that's what makes it beautiful.
It's a sacrifice.
I guess it
It's
depends.
no, it doesn't hurt. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But it's a lot of money.
No,
is
it's
my
fine.
point.
No,
it's
just-
a
it's
lot of
fine.
money.
Yeah.
It's $100,000 fucking dollars. It's a lot of bubble gum.
Just get it real.
Thank you, Zach. Every time Zach plays a soundbite, it switches to him. It's awesome. Go ahead,
gonna
Zach.
love
Play
that.
something. Go ahead.
Coronavirus.
I love that soundbite.
It didn't do it. that time.
Coronavirus.
Yeah, it didn't switch to him. Anyway, yes, I was very upset by that, and I honestly just had to respond. So that's on our YouTube channel. Everybody Loves Ethan. It's up there, so please enjoy that. But I will say that... oh, great. Alfredo, your bark is not that intimidating. Who's more intimidating, Shredder or Alfredo's bark?
Shredder.
Yeah, Shredder.
Shredder's hurts more. That's what you mean. It's like sharp. It's so high pitched. It like bursts your eardrum every time.
Sometimes we'll be cuddling and he hears something and it'll just bark straight into our ear.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
It's
awful.
so painful. I think it definitely damaged my hearing.
Crazy ass Shredder. He did make an apology video. I will say, after we made ours, I'll open it up. We can watch a bit of it. But he basically made a sincere apology. Mm-hmm. He's like, "Yo, I was wrong. I'm removing both my videos," and straight up apologizing to Ethan Yo. So there you have it.
I owe an apology, 100%. Now, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the off-the-cuff video quality out there. It's an apology that I have to pretty much get out 100%. Because I kind of want to make this video before sort of like any other, 100 like mini channels picked this shit up and covered it. Because the reality of it is I do owe an apology, and the last thing I want to see is people fight for me when I'm clearly in the wrong. Now, I made 2 videos. One of them was the hypocrisy of Ethan Klein.
That's it. I mean, clearly a heartfelt, sincere
Yeah.
apology.
I appreciated it. And
I won't say anything. I mean, you know what? The problem with this guy for me is that he actually seems like a decent guy. He seems like a dude I would like.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's funny. There's so many comments on your response video to him saying this is really hard to see because I genuinely like both of these guys, but obviously he's in the wrong here. But it does seem like there's quite a bit of overlap between the audiences.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it is unfortunate that it's not like
that's
beefing
how we
with
met.
Logan Paul or something where there's almost no overlap between the audience bases.
the video he made about me kind of reminds me of when he reminds me of myself. I've made that same mistake that he has, where I, like, for example, looking back at like the Wall Street Journal, where I kind of made a video too hastily, got it wrong, and then had to retract. And it's like the first video is so explosive and it's so compelling, but it's wrong,
Mm-hmm.
And so I've done this. That's kind of where I have a level of empathy for him. I've done this myself. So that's it. I mean, I really got no beef with this guy. I responded, he apologized, and that's it. It's a simple matter. Now, that's it. There's really nothing else to say about the guy. I appreciate it. So that was that. The beef is squashed, clearly. The drama is over with him. But isn't it so, what do you think about the fact that the video we made has 65,000 dislikes? I mean, it has 307,000 likes at this moment. But there's still 65,000 people who watched a video where I am clearly materially defending myself.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what to think about it. Because
I don't know.
that's a lot of people.
People don't like H3. The first hour we put it up, it had like 50% dislike. Like, his fans were ready. They were on the trigger. And I was like, what is going on, man? I thought I was in Bizarro World. It's 37 minutes, though, so it takes a minute to get your teeth into it. Anyway, everyone loves Ethan. We all know that to be true, right? So moving on, then at the same time I was working on this video, Trisha Paytas, the one and only, puts out a video. I was like, man, this is way too much for me. Shit. She puts out a video called H3 Ruined My Relationship. I was like, what in God's name? This shit is out of control, man. I cannot believe what this shit has turned into with Trisha. Can you believe this shit?
No, I can't.
Yes,
I
Dan can believe it.
I keep remembering the last time we saw her. I was sitting
It's
next
great.
to her in our podcast room. Everything was nice.
She wanted to fuck us. I was a 10 back then.
Yeah.
Remember that?
She wanted a throuple.
Thruple.
Yeah,
You said truple.
it's my accent.
Say thruple.
thruple.
Oh, you have, yeah.
I can't do the th.
That was good. Say thruple.
But it feels weird.
Try it. Just try it. Thruple.
Thruple.
Is that like when I'm speaking Hebrew and I go,
Yeah.
and everyone goes, say, I'm like, I'm not going to.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how it feels.
Interesting. Even after all this time, you can't, or it still feels weird. Wow, just derailed that point you were making. You were saying you were sitting next to her and it was all good.
It was all good. We had a good vibe going. We complimented each other.
She loved us. She was saying we're her new best friend.
It's just weird. I don't get it. And since then, we never talked, so I don't even know what the hell.
Well, she started fucking your brother. Straight up. That's what happened. And it's just, she goes on and she says, honestly, her video's so fucking long, dude. She needs an editor, bro. 33 minutes. I mean, dude, come on. I know I just said I made a 37-minute video, but I really feel like she's lost the plot here. Like, this is like a 3-minute video. Because she basically says that we are pressuring Moses to break up with her, which really
Not
is
true.
not the my problem with this thing from the beginning, which I've clearly vocalized here, is that I don't know what is happening. All I ever saw was that all of a sudden Moses is in all of her pictures and videos. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
Also, we've said to both of them, my brother follows the show, so he also knows. But to Trisha, we told her what happened last time with The Bachelor. We talked about it on the show. And we said how there was a wild card and that ended the show. So we said, whatever happens, just tell us.
Right, but that makes, that's true.
But
it's
then we never heard
I
anything.
don't care about the show, right?
No,
It's
fine.
just-
But I'm saying, like, we just never even heard anything.
Well, yeah, all I saw was them in a picture together. And what bothers me is that the worlds are colliding. Your brother's someone that we're very closest, that we see all the time. And Trisha is one of the subjects of our one of the, like, we're having like a huge Trisha arc right now.
Yeah, lots of...
And so for these worlds to
don't know.
collide, I mean, it's Hila's brother. Do you understand how weird that is? This girl that's like, I've had beef with Trisha, and now all of a sudden her brother is like her best friend. I mean, this
Yes.
is just so strange.
Anyone
okay?
who watches Seinfeld knows the words should not collide.
Anyway, I saw this response on her YouTube video that I thought was great. They says, oh, and then of course Keemstar, the ever pursuer of truth. He's so desperate to shit on me. He even tweets out her video in defense of Trisha. Oh, he's such a, I forget what he said. He goes, oh yeah, he's such a snake. This is totally something he would do. It's like, bro, when you find yourself tweeting in defense of Trisha saying I ruined her relationship, that's rock bottom desperation. Keemstar will never miss an opportunity to swing at me, and that's fine. Anyway, they say she posts a picture with him, posts about how much sex they're having, gets obsessed with his religion, right? Because she made like all these Passover videos and Hebrew speaking videos, posts videos teaching people Hebrew, posts videos eating sacred Jewish food in a messy and uneducated way, posts really rude things about the dude's brother-in-law on Twitter. Dude can't even take a shit without her following him around. To most people, that would scream red flag and make them run for the hills. But no, it was H3 that ruined your affair. Okay, girl, keep it up. Proud of you. That's a great point, right?
What is that, a comment?
It was a comment on our video. But what I said is like, you don't need any help ruining relationships from me. And maybe that was mean, but I was a little annoyed on top of everything.
Hey,
Here,
real quick, just a heads up, we're at the 33-minute mark, actually.
One more sponsor read. We are sponsored and supported today by Hims. Listen, you've heard us talking about Hims and how they're helping guys look their best. And if you haven't yet, it's time to see what they're all about. 66% of men start to lose their hair by age 35. And once you've noticed your hair is thinning, it can be too late. Is that hairline slowly starting to move backwards? Do you have any bald spots yet? Well, guys, the best way to prevent more hair loss is to do something about it while you still have some time. Why do guys turn to weird solutions or do nothing when they can turn to medicine and science? Here's the solution, guys, for Hims.com. One-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, and sexual wellness for men. It's time to write a new chapter, folks, one in which you have beautiful, luscious hair. Hims is helping guys be the best version of themselves with licensed physicians and FDA-approved products to help treat hair loss. No snake oil, pills, or gas station counter supplements, folks. This is the real stuff. Prescription solutions backed by science. Hims was created by a guy who knows that some men's health conversations are easier online than in person. That means no more awkward in-person doctor visits or long pharmacy lines. It connects you with real doctors, which could save you hours. It's completely confidential and discreet. All you have to do is answer a few quick questions. A doctor will review, and they will determine if it's right for you. Boom. Right now, my listeners can get started with their first month for free. Go to forhims.com/H3. That's forhim.com/H3. Disclaimer. Prescription requires an online consultation with a physician who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Offer valid only if prescribed. 3-month minimum subscription. Additional restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Remember, guys, forhims.com/H3. Keep that beautiful hair in your head. What were we talking about?
Trish.
Oh, yeah. We had this insane Twitter beef. It was like nonstop, man. I was just feeling so bad about this whole. Oh yeah, she erased this one tweet, which was a shame because my response was so good. She said something about how she wanted to fuck me and Hila for OnlyFans, and I said I would rather put my dick in a wood chipper, and she removed the. She removed it.
God, I love her.
God, I love her. And so we were beefing on Twitter. It's a lot. I don't have it all in a folder, but lots of back and forths. Mm-hmm. She says, she goes, I absolutely hate Ethan. Like crazy. Like she lost her mind. Like what? Crazy. And Keemstar's like, yeah, you go, Trisha. And like the day before, he's like, saying awful things about her, but then all of a sudden, Ethan ruined my relationship. You go, girl. I've always been a huge fan. You only speak the truth. She said, and then today, or was it yesterday? I thought we go. I don't don't know what to say at this point. I'm just gonna hold my tongue. I'm not gonna say. But then now he pops up in her new video called. Okay. My special guest is water. And by the way, is this social distancing, Hila?
Not in my book.
Well, if they've already fucked, then I guess what does it matter?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We're not seeing anyone.
They fucked. Or you're saying you don't know?
I mean, well, I don't know if this qualifies as quarantining for me.
But they had sex already.
Yeah. So they're in the circle.
Yeah, they're in the New York. They could, but no rimming. So then they're eating cheese sticks together. This just pops up on my feed, and I got to tell you, no word from Moses. Last I heard, they weren't hanging out. And look, I'm not upset. I just find it bizarre. I mean, can you keep that from me? That this is so fucking bizarre that my brother-in-law, Hila's brother, is now in a Trisha Paytas video doing mukbangs, and I didn't even know. I don't even know that they're hanging out. I mean, guys, this is bizarre. You cannot take that from me.
All I can say is just really the words should never collide. I did not watch this video. I'm just out. I signed out.
Are you boycotting?
On everything. I'm out.
This is not content for me. I'm not the target audience for this content.
It's just
maybe I am.
It's too well. You probably might be, based on what they're eating.
I want that shit. I'm not gonna lie. Can I say something that's probably gonna insult Trisha more? Those cheese dogs are not that good. Ian brought them for us once, and they're kind of overrated.
It's so heavy.
How do you think she? I'm not
get them fresh. To be fair, because I thought it was pretty good, but it would have been way better if you got it right out of the oven. Because Ian had to drive over. And it was like 45 minutes later at that point.
Well, the problem that threw me for a loop is that they coat it in sugar. And I was like, what? I don't want sugar on my deep fried cheese.
It's that sweet and savory kind of thing. I wasn't like huge on it either, but I would want to try it fresh out of the oven. Because with anything like melted, like think about mozzarella sticks. Once it's like coagulated a little bit and it sat there for a while, it's not as good. So
I'm
might be
with
the
you
case
there.
with these things.
Okay, we'll get some more, Ela. But can
I
you just
didn't say that.
imagine? I mean, can you just imagine how strange this is? Here, let's
very
watch.
Yes,
a
I
minute
can
of it.
imagine.
What am I supposed to think about your brother not? Does he owe us to tell us when they're hanging out? Or, I mean, at this point, I mean, am I not supposed to be shocked by this? I just don't get it. Like, how am I supposed to react to this? I mean, really?
Don't ask
Can
me.
somebody guide me?
I don't know, man. That is the weirdest element of all of this is how, I mean, you guys obviously know him way better than me. I don't know Moses that well, but from the outside looking in, it's bizarre how, ambiguous about it he's being. Like, I with the amount of time that you guys talked to him and everything, I would have imagined that he would have been more forthcoming with what's going on. But he's an enigma. I don't know. It's weird.
I couldn't agree more. I don't want to say it. Look,
I mean, I can't say that I'm surprised because my brother can be ambiguous like that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that I was never involved on that side of his life, It's like I always see him from here, from his sister.
it's just that.
And
Look, I love Moses.
he always follows our channel and he watches every video and every podcast. So it's weird because we're always able to talk to him. We always talk about whatever we just posted. But now that it's like
He's part of
circling
it.
back together from the other side,
He's
it's getting
part of
weird.
it.
Right. It's a different dynamic. Yeah.
Well, listen, I love your brother.
But,
I love Moses.
yeah,
He's
and
a
I
great
mean-
guy. He's done a lot for us. I'm just going to bite my tongue, I guess. I have a lot to say. I'm not going to.
But he has his own channel, and if this is helping him also like reach, new audience, then I'm happy for him because
Channel
cool.
Water. That's the name
Yeah.
of his channel. Channel Water.
Mm-hmm.
The comments on that video of them in the car were so funny too, because I guess Moses was talking like philosophy or something at one point, and she's just like scarfing down these cheese dogs as he does. Oh, it's just so weird. Now, I wanted to ask, are you aware of the fact that there's some people that think that this is all fake?
Yeah, I was
They're
going to
like
get to
coming
that
at you
next.
for that.
Yes.
Okay.
Not some
Because-
people. This kind of
Yes.
was part of the same conversation of people just literally. So, like, people have pretty much combed through every podcast we've ever made, and milked every drop, pretty much. So now what you're seeing is people just outright making shit up. Okay, you've got this Some Ordinary Gamer saying a donation shamed Jeff Bezos, which never happened. And now there's this, and then here's another video. This girl,
Back in 2016.
it's called Creep Show Art is her channel. The video is called H3H3 is faking drama with Trisha Paytas for views, and it's gross.
Right now, it ain't fake.
Trust me, I wish it was fake. Yeah, I wish it was fake. But you know what this shit I'm dealing with is like, fuck you. I wish this shit was fake. Look at this tweet. And then people, they speak so harshly. Look what she says on Twitter when she announced it. She goes, new video. Remember when H3H3 was known for calling out and making fun of bullshit on YouTube? Because now they have resorted to faking drama with Trisha Paytas for money and clout. And how the mighty have fallen. But lol, Vape Nash, right?
Jesus.
Do you see
What
what I'm
clout
saying?
are you
Like,
gaining
it's,
from doing this with Trisha? What clout?
well,
Clout
yeah,
is
exactly.
Trisha.
I'm crazy ass clout.
Like, what?
Well, her proof that I'm faking it is that our content with Trisha gets more views than average. That's it.
Well, that you transparent that there's no denying that you
Yeah,
transparently
right.
said that you love having her on because it's great content and people check it out. I mean, that's not a secret.
Well,
I mean, but also because it is entertaining content.
It's entertaining as fuck. What do you think I endure her? She's insane, but it's entertaining. That's why people like it. It's crazy.
The woman puts Alfredo sauce up her snatch photo.
Dude, what the fuck? That's hot. That's great ratings. But no, actually, Dan, you'll be happy to know that I think she used that clip as proof that that all fit into her equation about how I'm faking it.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Again, it ain't fake.
It's not
It is
fake.
raw, unedited when it comes to the stuff with Trisha. So
But
and trust me, my brother would not fake anything. He's the last one to like
by the way,
participate in fake
milk-
drama. You know,
We're not milking it that much. Like, I'm barely talking about the fact that Moses and Trisha are hanging out now and it's totally out of control. It's not like I'm fucking running some kind of. It's not like I've got a hidden camera on Moses's
Right.
fucking nipple or some shit. The tip of his dick. You know what I mean? Like, if this was fake, I'd be milking it a lot more. Yeah. But it's annoying. It's just fucked up that people now are just straight up like, I'm such a comic book villain now.
Video have a lot of views. Oh, I just opened it up.
Yeah.
50K. I mean, yeah, it's a decent amount.
I mean, it's not a small amount. 150,000.
Yeah.
People are just willing to accept anything about me at this point. You remember when Ethan used to call that bullshit? Well, now he eats babies, but vape days, right? I was like, whoa.
Dude, the top comment on here, this is a comment theme I've seen a lot of talking about how the kings have fallen. Does anybody else find that to just be the cringiest shit ever? Like referring to you as a fallen king?
Yeah, I don't like it either. I mean, look, there's this whole...
It's just stupid.
There's this whole narrative that because I moved on, because I dared to change and embrace a different type of content, that I am, that I've fallen. I mean...
Sell out.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't want to make the same shit that I was 5 years ago. That's it. I find this content to be more dynamic. It's more collaborative. It's more interesting. It's more in depth.
We're just in a different place in our life too, and this is what works for us right now. This is what we feel like making, you know.
But people don't want us to make this content because we make money from it.
Mm-hmm. Because we're greedy. I find it so funny, and it's like YouTube logic. Like, there's logic that only works on YouTube, and if you ever talk to someone outside of YouTube, they'll be like, what? Like, for example, us being successful is somehow a point against us.
Right.
You know? Like,
right.
Oh, they're so out of touch. Ever since they became successful, they're just like a point of ridicule.
Now that we're actually, like, you know, wealthy, everything is now everything we've done in life is for money.
Yeah, which
and
is
no other reason.
I mean, but
it is your career.
It's such a
what
weird
is the point of a
way
career?
of looking at it. Anyone who does anything, goes to work anywhere, does it for money. And also being able to actually make money off of something you love doing, like your hobby, make that a profession, is a goal for like a lot of people. I don't understand. That's something that I'm proud of. That's not something that I'm ashamed of.
You should be. Because you sold your soul, because you stopped making good videos and you started making bad videos. And when you started making bad videos, you also started making a lot more money. That's speculation, by the way. That's what they say. Everybody likes to assume that, like, we make $100,000 per episode. I always see that get thrown around.
Right.
Just crazy. $100,000 per episode. And now I'm seeing all these, everyone thinks that we're worth like 25 million and all this crazy shit. Like, all these kids busy counting my money have never heard of a mortgage. Like, we bought a $9 million house, and kids, you understand what a mortgage is, right? Just because I own a $9 million house doesn't even mean that I'm worth $9 million.
If anything, if you got a loan for it, it subtracts from your net worth.
Yeah, well, let's say you got a $9 million house. Usually a down payment for something like that would be like 20, 30%. You're looking at $2-3 million down. So you own $2 to $3 million of a $9 million house. Now, obviously, that's a lot of money. I'm not saying that I'm not wealthy, but all these kids busy counting my money and inflating my net worth have, like, it's like, dude, of course I have a mortgage on a $9 million house. What are you, crazy? You know what I mean? Not that rich.
Yeah.
I'm rich though. I'm not gonna sit here and deny it. I'm rich as fuck, boy.
That whole concept is still something that is so weird, and I feel like just on a personal level, it's still something that is kind of new to us, and it's not really like, I don't know. I feel like that's a whole other topic.
Yeah, no. Look,
It's like, look, we were broke our whole life. We were almost
Hypocrite.
like starving at some
You
point,
lost your
and I
roots.
almost had to go back because I couldn't afford staying
We
with
missed that,
Ethan.
Hila.
And for us, we're still that people, you know. It's not like all of a sudden I'm a completely different person now that we make money. We work hard for our money and we pay taxes. 50% of what we make, we pay taxes. So I'm not going to sit down and feel bad because people are like, oh, you sell out. No, I'm proud of the fact that we made it here, and it's hard-earned money that we pay
Yeah.
taxes on.
We work fucking super hard, man. Building Teddy Fresh into a successful company wasn't something easy that we did overnight. I mean, that's a lot of work and a lot of energy and a lot of risks. And it's not been easy, but it's been something that we're passionate about and we love doing. We're passionate. And so I don't think, who are we even talking to?
I don't
it's
know.
just frustrating.
This is like the
Yeah.
headspace that I get in whenever I start looking at any of those like stupid videos of whatever.
But I think the
or comments or
I think the
whatever.
big issue here is that we, as Mudahar, the Some Ordinary Gamers, even said in his original video, he goes, "Look, I know Ethan is an easy target." And I think that's what's going on. There's a whole economy for H3 hate videos for one reason or another. So it's not even that these creators hate me per se. It's that they're taking the angle that they know works and they're feeding into it. That's exactly what happened with Some Ordinary Gamer with this whole hypocrite thing. He knows this video is going to get him tremendous views and accolades. And he even says it in the beginning of his video. He goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a hell of a video for you today." Because he knows that this is what the people want. And so I don't think that guy even... He doesn't care that much about me being a hypocrite. He just wants to make a video that people know that will click and consume, because it's just, I'm an easy target because I never respond to this shit. And if I do, it's on the podcast, and it doesn't have the same amount of teeth. That's why I feel like I had to make an H3 video in response to that one. And so, you know, everyone accepts that I'm now the most evil dude, and I suck, and I'm a hypocrite, and I've changed, and all these things. And so, yeah, everybody's very happy and willing to accept pretty much any premise about me. So there is an incredible economy of H3 hate videos, and people are just feeding into that. You know what I mean? They're just playing into that. And it's like this crazy echo chamber where it gets worse and worse and worse till I'm basically like I'm like Jeffrey Dahmer at this point. Like, to hear people talk about me, they think that I'm like Epstein or some shit. When all I did was, like, at worst, say some things that they didn't like. You know what I mean? And somehow I'm like fucking Adolf Hitler reanimated. Well, how am I supposed to feel about this, by the way? Trisha Paytas and this video she made with Moses. So I'm supposed to just let them be, right? Your brother is hanging out with her. Somebody said in a comment, this is the exact inverse of Ethan and Hila. Ethan is more talkative and is the one that likes to eat food, whereas Hila is thinner and quiet and eats healthier. Trisha is more talkative and likes to eat. She's basically saying, you guys, I'm Trisha and you're your brother. And so she responds. She says, in all caps, "Never compare me to that thing ever again," with 100 exclamation marks. So how am I supposed to feel? It's like, do you want your space? Do you guys want to do your own thing? Or do you want me to talk about you guys? And to your brother, I pose that same question because he's there hanging out with her. Like, it's all good. But, like, am I not supposed to acknowledge comments like this? I don't know. And by the way, Trisha, your fucking mask has holes in it. So what the fuck are you doing? Your mask has is made of mesh. I mean, that's so stupid.
Wait, is it really?
What
Or are
is
those
Yes.
just polka dots?
No, I swear to God, those are holes.
I'm zooming in.
Maybe it's bedazzled.
Is it holes?
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Actually, as a whole, wow.
It is holes. Are you looking at it?
It might be bedazzled, but
Because I can't tell.
You know what? I think that they might be rhinestones, actually.
yeah, it looks like
It's hard to
rhinestones.
tell.
Okay, well, either way, it's probably rhinestones. But let's say it's holes because it's
Seems like your
hilarious.
style.
Anyway, moving on. One more topic here, and then Papa John's going to call in and give us updates on the whole Papaverse.
Yeah,
But
just
I
to
actually
keep you updated, we're just about 55 minutes in.
okay, perfect. This was so. You guys know that we've been victim of swatting. That's why we moved to this house.
Yes.
It happened several times. Last week, I got a letter from the Department of Justice. I was like, "What on earth is this?" And they says this is for the victims unit, and they has a time and date of a court appearance, and the information about some dude I never heard of. And I'm like, I'm so confused. And I Google the name. And look at this shit. Former ODU student gets plea deal over neo-Nazi group swatting calls. This is the motherfucker that swatted us. And by the way, is this
So
the most
crazy.
white trash looking? I love that these guys are neo-Nazis. Like, you know,
I love that.
Then master race. Dude, Hitler would have exterminated your ugly ass, trust me. The master race? What's with white supremacists all looking like? There's nothing supreme about that. Trust me. You know what I mean?
It is uncanny that they almost always look exactly like that.
It's white power. Reminds me of the Chappelle sketch.
Yeah.
When he's the black. White power.
KKK.
The white man is supreme. Man, this guy looks like. Anyway, so this guy's in prison, and actually, the details. This guy has pretty prolific career. Apparently, he has swatted 130 people.
That is crazy. That's a full-time job.
134 people across the country. Let's see.
What a psycho. No surprise that they actually caught him with so many cases. They probably...
It's so cool that they can catch these guys, though. Because they all think they're being slick because they, like, use VPNs and Skype, and nobody knows. But the FBI's like, bitch, we know who you are. And I'm so happy that these kids are going down.
I'm sure they have back doors to, like, all of those things.
Yeah, it's the
anybody
FBI.
that thinks
Come
you're
on.
secure using Skype. Yeah, dumb.
Prosecutors in the court filing called it one of the most far-reaching and prolific swatting conspiracies known to law enforcement. Swatting calls included a November 2018 bomb threat against a predominantly African-American church.
Wow.
Nice. In response to another swatting call last November against a vape shop. Why would you do
A
that?
vape shop?
Yeah, just a vape
Oh,
shop.
now I'm pissed. Come on, dude. What are you doing?
Dan, have you vaped at all, or are you still off?
I'm off the vape, brother.
Woohoo.
Wow, good
Praise
job.
the Lord.
Praise
How long
the
you been
Lord.
clean?
When was that? I mean, well, you guys
Since
remember
that
the
one
last time I
time,
did it
right?
was when we went to Disneyland. Like, I was
Yeah.
already waning off at that time, and then that day at Disneyland, because I couldn't really do it there, that was like a
That was
final
it.
push. So, yeah, I mean,
Are
kinda miss
you
it, but-
chewing? Are you chewing gum or getting nicotine in any other way?
no, I'm just Nick free.
Wow. How do you feel?
Good now. Sucked quitting, but yeah, man. I mean, there have been a few short periods of time where I wasn't on nicotine, or however you want to phrase that, throughout the years. But I mean, I had started smoking cigarettes at like 18,
Well,
and I'm 32 now, and so yeah, I mean it's a long time. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
do
well,
that.
I'm happy you're clean.
13 years, 14 years,
great.
something like that of nicotine.
That's not
so-
easy to do. So fantastic work to you. I'm very,
Yes,
very
thank
happy.
you, thank you.
Don't want you dying on me. And you know this coronavirus don't fuck around with smokers.
Right.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm definitely thankful in that regard. I mean, I think the jury's still somewhat out on the whole vaping thing. I know that there was that scare last year where people got really worried, but it seemed like it was about contaminated things or whatever, blah blah blah. So, you know, I don't want to
It's
I don't
not
wanna-
good for you.
I don't want to write it off completely, like it's horrible and you shouldn't do it or whatever. It did. I mean, it ultimately helped me quit smoking cigarettes, which I think, you know,
It was
I
worse.
think it's great
It's
for
a good
that, but I
thing,
don't
so-
think people should pick up vaping instead of smoking. You know what I mean?
yeah, and I mean, especially when there is a pandemic going around that attacks people's lungs, it just seems like you should probably try and keep your lungs in fairly tip-top shape. So now is a good time to kick it if you are doing it. But
Good job, Dan.
Yeah.
Well, here's where the story gets crazy. So this is this guy, and then I got another letter from the Department of Justice yesterday. I was like, what? And so I open it, similar thing, different name. I was like, what? Because we've been swatted several times, so I don't know if this was from a different incident or if they were working together.
Yeah.
But get a load of this guy. Okay, bro, this guy, I don't want to have anything to do with, this guy has a Charles Manson face. Wait till you hear this headline. Accused former white supremacist leader who shared child pornography and is implied in 5 murders nationwide.
Yeah.
This fucking guy was involved. What the fuck, dude? Now that shit's crazy. This guy is crazy.
I think the implication is that they are linked because they were both part of this Atomwaffen division, which is a online neo-Nazi group. So
the Atomwaffen. What does that mean? Is that German?
Well, the Waffen is sort of a reference to the SS, right?
I think it means they like waffles.
They like the muffin top.
Yeah. Listen to this shit.
Waffen SS was, the term for SS in Nazi Germany, so I think it's a reference to that.
This is why I bought a shotgun, by the way.
Seriously. When I see his eyes, it's like, yep, shotgun's okay to have.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
This guy's scary.
Look at this motherfucker. Again, what's so great about the white race? Look at this guy.
He's got a very symmetrical face.
I wouldn't fuck him.
I wouldn't fuck him.
No.
Just saying.
I want to reproduce with him. The alleged former leader of a white supremacist group accused of threatening journalists and activists was also involved in sharing child pornography. This guy's got the triple threat. Mr. Denton's arrest in Texas was part of a national crackdown on the Atomwaffen division, described by prosecutors and experts as a group of extremists bent on provoking a violent race war. Excellent. Isn't that what Charles Manson was doing too?
Exactly what he was
doing.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
How fascinating. I don't want to be, what was the name of the actress' house they went to? I definitely don't
Sharon
want
Tate.
any of
Sharon
that
Tate.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be your Sharon Tate, you motherfuckers. It's fucked up.
It's so fucked up.
What this guy's doing? That's not cool.
They also got another house too, La Bianca, which was they did like 2 murders on the same night or something like that.
So y'all think that like it's so fun and games until you get a letter from the Department of Justice saying this guy.
Glad they're cracking down on him because I've heard about this Atomwaffen division group. Oh yeah, not like a ton or anything, but I was definitely aware of them as being a prominent online neo-Nazi group or whatever. I just looked it up. It means nuclear weapons in German. Atomwaffen. Waffen means weapon.
Badass.
Nuclear. They went nuclear on your ass.
It seems
like they've attracted the attention of the feds. So I don't know what
Well, they killed 5 people apparently.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Is there more information on
That'll
that?
get you some attention.
2 co-conspirators have told investigators that Mr. Denton scanned and sent photos of a 16-year-old girl dating another white supremacist. These guys are such fucks. She said they also told law enforcement that Denton was trading child pornography back and forth with another individual.
What?
And had a folder with material on his computer. Sick. That's nuclear, bro. Well, where's the part about the murders? Let's see. He's in jail. He's going to get coronavirus now. It's crazy. It's a shitty time to go to jail.
Yes,
somebody got out. It was, Michael Cohen got out, but R. Kelly and Bill Cosby both got out.
He got out?
Was it Avenatti or whatever trying to do the same?
I think they rejected his ass.
Did they?
Because Michael Cohen cooperated, so I think they're tossing him a bone,
I gotcha.
He's under house arrest now. That's got to be so nice to think you're going to be in prison, and then you're like,
yeah,
you get to just stay at home. But Bill Cosby,
we're all on house arrest basically.
Yeah, he's basically free. Yada yada yada, blah blah blah. More than 6 yada yada yada. I'm trying to find the shit about the murder. Oh yeah, this was great. In his Atomwaffen chat room, he went by the nickname Rape.
Right.
Oh my god, these guys are so dark.
He's accused of organizing a threatening campaign against pro-Republica reporter who had named him and other Adam Waffen members. Fake threats were also called into pro-Republica New York office in the reporter's name. Yada, yada, yada. I don't see the part about murder, but it says in the headline, look at this crazy fuck, that he is connected with 5 murders. So that's fun and exciting times. Not really. Not really at all. Not at all. And so with that being said, let's go ahead and get Papa on the phone and see what he's got for us. So
Cool.
We'll go to a quick cut and we'll be right back with your boy Papa John. Today we have a very special guest, the one and only Papa John Part 2, back to give us the pizza updates, the pizza secrets, the pizza dirt. Do we have any pizza dirt, Papa John?
Pizza grease.
The pizza grease. What do we got here today?
In the pizza world, pizza, if you're in the pizza delivery business, this is as good as it gets.
It's a good time to be selling pizza.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
That's true.
you got 310 million people trapped at home. You got cheese at an all-time low at $1 a pound. Fuel's low. I mean, this is as good as it gets if you're in the pizza business. I mean, you could sell shit on a stick.
And some are.
Those are your words, not mine.
So, Papa, you are not really in the pizza business that much anymore. After your last appearance, you sold a lot of Papa John's stock to the tune of, what was it, like 100 million or something, by my basic
Something
math.
like that.
Damn.
Something like that.
And so,
yeah, I think if you right now things are really good, so I think it's maybe a good time to really look at selling some stock. As long as people are confined, I think sales in the pizza delivery business are going to continue to go up, which is a good thing when you're selling stock because you want things to go up. The question is when the restraints lessen and it gets less restrictive and people start dining out, that curve for pizza is probably going to start going down. But what's inevitable short term is the price of cheese cannot be sustainable at $1 a pound. I think the dairy farmers, give or take the size of the farm, break even about $1.65, $1.70, we're at $1. If you look at the chart real quickly, you
what
see
do we
the
got
chart.
here? What's
That's the price of cheese.
Oh, wow.
And what happens is it takes, and give you an idea, Papa John's uses about 2.5 million pounds a week. So $1 a pound is what, 2.5 million a week, which is $350,000 a day, a staggering amount of money. But it goes up as the farmers have more head of cattle, demand exceeds supply and the price goes up. The problem with cheese is milk is perishable within 3 days. So once that curve goes down, then the dairy cattle go to the slaughterhouse, become hamburger, and then you got a supply and demand. So this will not go back up slow. This will jump back up to $2.50, $3 a pound. So right now, the getting's good if you're in the pizza delivery business. But once the sales start trending down, which they will when they release the restrictions, and cheese soars to, pick your number, $2.53, $3 a pound, because historically this has never happened, then that's probably when you want to short Papa John's stock, when cheese starts soaring up, because our model breaks about $2 a pound, $2.20 a pound. Franchisees don't make any money. And this will jump back up rather quickly.
Papa, why is the cheese value so low?
Supply and demand. Cheese is used to a market demand of, say, X 100 million pounds a week. And when the restaurants are open, you have a product that's perishable in 3 days. So you have excess supply and demand goes down. When demand goes down, then the price goes down. The problem is, even in the short term, the dairy farmers can't survive at $1.20 a pound, $1.30, much less $1. So when this trend reverses, it will spike way up in a hurry. So it spiked down faster than it ever has in the history of cheese. It'll spike up faster than the history of cheese. And remember, 40% of the cost of a pizza is cheese.
There you have it, the Papa insight. Now tell me,
what is your favorite cheese? I'm just curious.
Oh, come on. You know what the answer is.
Well, when I was making pizzas at Greek's Pizzeria in Muncie, we used a little bit of a provolone and Munster.
Oh,
Munster's
not what I
the best.
expected. But it's got to be mozzarella, right?
Oh, it's got to be mozzarella.
Yeah,
You
come
mix the Munster or the provolone or whatever. You always mix it with mozzarella. The 6 cheese blend of Papa John's. It had 6 other cheeses, or it had 5 other cheeses plus mozzarella. So yeah, you want to blend it with mozzarella.
You got to, otherwise you're not even making a pizza. Now, Papa, as I understand it, you're involved in some kind of charity for COVID-19. You've got some updates regarding Richie, aka Judas, from the biblical times, and I'd love to hear about both of those topics.
Let's take the easy one, the fun one. Yeah, I love entrepreneurs. I love the small business owners. I looked at Papa John's not as 5,000 stores, but as one store 5,000 times. Papa John's is a family of small businesses, and I like that. And so the two things I really enjoy are the frontline team members at Papa John's, franchisees, the employees, et cetera, and also the frontline team members and frontline defense that we have with Corona-19. So what I'm doing, we did the churches and all the local charities. We fed the frontline defenders up in Lexington, Kentucky with Wild Health and the Castle. But today we announced we're going to give $1 million for small businesses, which is what I love, to help small businesses, their employees, and then continue with the frontline defenders. So I get to do the frontline defenders, and I also get to do the employees, and then I get to help out with guidance with small business. In fact, we have a site that has merchandise. This is just some of it right here. But you can get T-shirts, Papa, yeah. Papa Bless shirts coming out.
Whoa! We're gonna have to have an IP discussion about that.
A little love on that, yeah. Mugs, bandanas, masks, etc., and every piece of merchandise that the folks buy on our support network and our merchandising network, I match it dollar for dollar with the $1 million. So we can take that $1 million and parlay it into $2 million pretty quickly and make an impact. I hear you are doing something pretty special.
Thank you for the setup there. We are giving away $100,000 on Twitter to basically we like to think of it as the H3 stimulus, but it's called help. And basically we're just giving away. We set aside $100,000. We're doing it for 100 days, $1,000 a day, and some other generous soul donated $50,000. So now we've got $150,000 for this campaign. And so there's 3 winners every day for 100 days, and each person gets $500. So just trying to get money out there to help people with groceries, internet bill, utilities, cash in hand immediately. To help people when they need it, Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll match 100,000, your 100,000. If when we do these interviews, you promise to be as tough on me every time as you were the last time.
Really? That's what the condition is?
You were pretty weak
Careful,
last time.
Papa.
You were pretty weak. I didn't say you were taffy ass, but you weren't. I need some teeth. If we're going to do an interview, I want you to go for the jugular.
Okay.
I'll match your $100,000, but you got to get.
Wait.
I want you down in the trenches. I want you down in the gutter.
Oh, I'm always in the gutter.
That's your audience wants.
I'm always in the gutter, Papa. Wait, but just to confirm, did you just say you're donating $100,000 to the help campaign?
My foundation will match your foundation, $100,000 apiece, as long as you and your beautiful bride are tough on me with these interviews.
Okay.
Last time you were a little soft.
I was a little soft. Okay. Well, thank you very much. That's very kind. That's very generous. That'll be fantastic. And of course, it'll be my absolute pleasure to go as hard as possible on the pizza god himself here. There's a fire roaring behind you, by the way. Can we get a peek of that? Oh, it's out.
Was it?
You want to turn it on?
It was on,
Really?
but I guess it was hot.
That's pretty epic.
It makes a noise, I guess.
Oh. All right. So Papa, let's turn it towards
Papa,
the.
are you in the famous house? Papa in the house?
I'm in the library. I'm in my office at the house.
Is this the room where you recorded Papa John's first online pizza order video?
My son Bo and I did it from this room.
Wow, I could tell.
2001.
Oh,
Everybody
yeah,
thought we were nuts doing the internet, pizza sales on the internet. In fact, I almost lost my job. We spent like $8 million and it didn't work out too good the first year, like 0.5% of sales. They almost fired me over that. And it finally caught on, and now it's, pick your number, 65-70% of our business.
Isn't it amazing to look back at a time when the internet was some crazy wild
crazy idea?
Yeah, it was a crazy wild idea of Papa's. Well, let's turn it to
before you go there.
Oh.
Because we were on the topic of Bo and the house, and last time we didn't ask about Bo. I just wanted to ask, how is he doing?
He's good. He's big. He's pushing 6'2", 6'1", 6'2".
Wow.
He's a great skier, and he's teaching skiing out in Colorado. Of course, that got cut short. But he loves giving me a hard way to go. So he's healthy and happy. He's giving the old man a hard way to go.
What does that mean? Yeah.
Really, right now, everybody's healthy and happy, and we're doing good. But I'm concerned about Americana. The $1 million that we did today, it's great. I'm all for it. It touches my heart because small business is my heart and soul. But man, this is a problem. I mean, we're on the backside of the virus, but the carnage that it's done to our economy and what it's done to the great working men and working women of our country is devastating. And I have a feeling that $1 million will be just the tip of the iceberg of what we're all going to have to do together in the next 2, 3, 4 months, because this could be a hard, cold winter to get out of this mess.
Absolutely.
But just one little baby win at it, one little 100,000 at a time, one little $1 million at a time until we get America back up on its feet and get it going.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm with you there, Papa. Now, we had a fascinating conversation with you the last time you were here about the pizza ousters. We had drawn an analogy that if you were Caesar, Richie was Brutus, who stabbed you in the back on the floor of the Senate.
Judas?
Judas is the one who killed Jesus, and if you could meld Brutus and Judas, the two great betrayers in literature, together, you would have Richie.
Those are your words, not mine. I think it's a fair analogy, but that's your comments, not mine. We wish the best for Steve. The problem with what he did and what the old board did is not really what they did to me. I'm fine. It's what they did to themselves, and it's what they did to the employees and the franchisees. That's the part that, breaks my heart. But, I think they felt like they could steal the company and get away with it. And, karma is a strange thing, and it came around, and nobody's heard from Richie in 3 months.
Really? Richie's off the radar.
Off the radar. Here's a guy that talked to 1,000 people a day. I mean, the guy was constantly on the phone, and nobody's heard from him. So
what does that mean?
You tell me. I don't know.
Is he dead?
I hope not.
Well, I don't know what that means. We haven't heard from him for 3 months.
No, I hope he's doing well. I mean, you can imagine going from making, pick your number, we had him at 4, 5, 6 million a year, and now he makes 0. So I think he hurt himself more than he hurt anybody else, but that's kind of how it works.
And look where Papa is. Just look where I said, and Richie, just look where Papa is. He's still got the fireplace.
Well, you don't want to run a restaurant company in the middle of Corona-19. You just don't. And I've gone off the boat. This will be the 4th time. And this is just really lucky timing to get off this thing in the middle of this mess and not have to deal with the day-to-day. I couldn't imagine asking the employees to go into work and deal with this. But again, pizza delivery right now is hot. This is as good as it'll ever get if you're in the pizza delivery business ever again. And the question is, when this comes out the other side and those sales crash and that cheese goes to $3 a pound, that's going to destroy the unit economics of the franchisees and the independent pizzerias. And that's what I'm concerned about. Not the next month or 2, but 6 months, where is all this going to pan out? And the problem with this thing is it's got so many tangibles that are uncertain, unpredictable. For example, did you ever think a virus could do this to the world and at the same time take oil to $11 a barrel. See, these tangibles that are unexpected, those are going to keep popping up. The good news is, I think on all fronts, Corona has been less than we thought it would be. Hopefully it doesn't flare back up. We don't have a second or third wave. I do think if that happens, and maybe I'm optimistic, I think we're better prepared for the next wave.
Right.
If we do get cavalier about this and we get too big a hurry and we go back out and the wave goes back up, I think the administration and the public are better prepared the second time around. I'm hoping we are, because we need to get America back on its feet.
Has there been any updates on your lawsuit against the what was the name of that agency? The laundry service and and Papa John itself. What's going on? What's the updates?
Well, it's not with Papa John, so they've pretty well, for the most part, been quiet. The question is, how much are they involved with this? I mean, we know for a fact that laundry service taped the conversation, unbeknownst to me. We know laundry service had a relationship with Forbes. The head guy at laundry service was the guy named Jason Stein. He had a relationship with the Forbes reporter. We know Jason took the tape to Forbes. We also know that they painted a false narrative of what the tape actually said. And we know that it was all premeditated. So we know for a fact, 9 executives from Papa John's have left. I talked to them all. I know what's going on here. They tell me what's going on. We know Wasserman set this up. It was premeditated through Jason Stein. We know they leaked it to Forbes. The directors at Papa John's, we know of 2, Mark Shapiro and Steve Ritchie, that knew that Wasserman and laundry service leaked that tape to Forbes and set me up. They're complicit. The question before the House is the rest of the Papa John's board passively or aggressively complicit in the setup to, sabotage me and to hurt me and paint me in an unfavorable light, and frankly, in a false light.
So has there been any material update? Have you been able to hear or obtain the infamous tape?
We have the tape. The tape is property of Papa John's, and Papa John's does not want the public to hear the tape because there's nothing in there that's racist about the tape. Remember, Papa John's had a copy of the tape a week after all this went down. I didn't have a copy of the tape till the following year. So Papa John's knew that there was nothing on that tape that was going to hurt me with regards to race. Yet they went along with the gig. That's what makes me think that Papa John's was complicit in the setup by laundry service to take over the company. As I've said on Maria Bartiromo and other shows, what's unfathomable, unthinkable is that the board of directors and executives at Papa John's used race, used the black community to steal the company. That's what's hard to believe, and they did, and they continue to do it. Discovery starts at the end of the month. That's going to be interesting. We've got our witnesses, and they got theirs, and I think Discovery will be very telling. If they didn't do anything wrong, they have nothing to worry about. If they did what you and me and the rest of America knows they did, I think they have problems. But let's see what comes out of this. I hope there's some explanation. I just can't find anything except they wanted to set me up and defame me so they could steal the company. Now, why wouldn't you want to steal the company? The company was making $155 million a year. In fact, here's our 9-year run. And here's your $160 million a year profit. 18's $5 million, 19. You'll see in 2020, and they'll probably do a little better this than in Corona, we're still half as much money as we made in 2011, 2012. And the point is, look at the damage this board of directors and management did to a great company. $155 million down to basically nothing. And they basically destroyed the reputation of the company.
Now, Papa, what they would probably say in response to that is that they would say, well, it was actually John Schnatter with the controversy with the NFL and the public backlash that he's faced that was responsible for the lost trust in the brand. Is that not what they would say in response to that? And how would you respond?
That argument is not defensible because both recordings, NFL and laundry service, we have a tape. And there's nothing on either recording that should be indicative of anything to stir up this kind of controversy. What Papa John's realized when they wanted to steal the company, you see, you can't steal Papa John pizza without running the founder in the ground. Unless you destroy me, you can't steal the company. So they understood early on, if they did nothing, if they just did nothing and let the press and the media and social media run and basically crucify me, then that put them in the driver's seat to take the company over. And that's what they did. In other words, they were complicit in destroying my reputation and creating this scandal, which has hurt thousands of employees and hundreds of franchisees because they did nothing. They were passive aggressive and they did nothing, and they hurt the brand.
Let me go back to something you had mentioned previously that stood out to me. You had mentioned that Papa John is using the Black community in a way to they're using them, you said. Can you expand on that?
Well, to play into a successful white guy is a racist is an easy sell, especially if they're company and you don't defend that. And so if they can paint the founder in a false narrative, a false light, then they can put him off to the side and steal the company. And that's what they did. Now, the Black leaders that I talk to know that they're just being used to hurt me. They know that. And I think America knows that. But yet Papa John still is playing that up.
Are you referring to the fact that they picked Shaq to be a board member?
I think Shaq's words were, he's being used as kind of a tool to perpetuate this thing. I would hope he's smarter than that, Ethan, but out of the 30 board members that the owners of Papa John's, the chairman has, there's only one Black board member. They're all basically, old and white. I think maybe there's one Latino, except Shaq. So the odds of having one Black board member on the Papa John's board and use him as a spokesperson, and you've seen the footage where he continues to agitate the situation, I think that's not coincidental.
You're referring to this video clip you sent me? Do you mind if I play it? Papa?
Sure.
Okay, let me play this for our audience just to give them a reference.
Like Shaq, you better believe there's going to be haters.
I see all this Papa John hate mail.
He's getting some serious backlash online, especially from people of color. And to be honest, it's starting to get to him.
A lot of people have been messing with y'all because of my Papa John's. They call me sellout. Anybody send you any hate mail with the Papa John stuff, you just send it to me.
What is Shaq Life? Does he have a reality show?
I did not realize. Does it?
I think it was a show on TNT, like Shaq Life, like a documentary.
Papa, can I ask you something? Have you noticed that Shaq is in every commercial? I mean, really, put on the TV. He's in every commercial. He's in Icy Hot. He's in The General. He's in like Tums. He's in.
I can't even recall.
Every commercial. So is it possible that he's just added this under his belt? I mean, he literally has like probably 200 endorsement deals.
Right.
And Papa John just slid right under his belt with Tums and Alka-Seltzer and The General. And maybe race didn't factor into it.
Yeah, I think Shaq's a good choice as a spokesperson. I disagree with the way they're using him because they don't use him much. He's not in as many ads.
That's true.
And I don't like the fact that they're using him to keep stirring up a false narrative on race.
Right.
I think that's doing a lot of damage to Shaq. And I think all it does is regurgitate and bring this all back up, which is not good for anybody. So the question before the House is, why do they keep bringing up a false narrative if they're not complicit in the setup? And, that's the $1 million question.
So, Papa, what ultimately do you wish out of this? What do we want to happen when this is all said and done? Going into Discovery, you've got your own company trashing you. What is a happy end to this for you?
Well, I think you want the best for the franchisees. You want the best for the employees. And I think to keep resurfacing this is just not healthy for anybody. So you want Papa John's to go on about their business and be successful. And I'm going to definitely go on about my business and be successful. And what's wrong with both parties being successful? I mean, that's the win-win. So I hope that the coronavirus uptick keeps ticking and keeps going. That would be the best. I still own hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of stock, so that would be the good thing. And I hope some of the other things I'm working with other pizzerias and Wild Health and charities, I hope that keeps going up, and that's a win. So I like win-win. So I want Papa John's to win. I want to win. But if they keep bringing this up, that's not good for me, and that's not good for Papa John's. That's what I call a lose-lose. So that needs to stop. The goals, have them stop it, set the record straight. I do want to get to the bottom of how far up the chain does this go? Does this go to the NFL or Goodell? We know it goes to Washington, the head of the DNC. How far up does this go? You think, well, maybe it was just Richie and a few of the board members. Well, that doesn't make sense because as soon as they got what they wanted out of Richie, they fired him. And by the way, the stock went from 38 to 58. So,
and he's disappeared for 3 months too, so they may have buried him as well. That Papa John board is vicious, man.
It is. He made a comment to the franchisees after the board of directors fired him. He said, "I have so much dirt on the board and Jeff Smith that I could make their life miserable." Now, what did he mean by that? Well, how much dirt does he have on Jeff Smith and the board of directors of Papa John? So they gave him $2.8 million to shut him up. He did shut up, but now he's really shut up. So I don't know what's going on. I think it's bizarre.
Interesting. It is bizarre. Well, I do want to ask you. I know.
All right. Well, let's move back to charities or something.
Oh, yeah, I was about to shift topics.
$100,000 back.
Papa, I know your time is limited, so I want to leave you with one last question that was popular, very popular in our first interview. I want to know, how is your dating life going, Papa? Now that you are single and ready to mingle, are you seeing anybody?
Well, with the confinement and COVID-19, there is no dating.
It's a tough time to be single, isn't it?
It's it's a good time, what I call level setting. It's a good time to get back to the basics. When you have something like this happen, that's kind of, sometimes life just is not fair. If life was fair, it'd be boring as hell. So let's get a miniature violin and have a pity party for Papa. I mean, okay, we need to get over it, move on. I mean, who really gives a shit, frankly? But it's helped me get closer to my mom. I've gone back to Jeffersonville, my high school, my roommates in college. It forces you to go back to the basics, to where you started when you were broke, and just rebuild from there. So I call it level setting, and we're level setting, and trying to do the best I can do with the kids and grandkids and fitness, and getting to be. One thing that's happened that's been great is you when you go through something like this, you get rid of people you shouldn't have been around, which has been great. And then you meet a whole nother group of people that are really inspirational, and
like me, obviously.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, there is a lot of good news.
Yeah, there's a lot of and there's
you have a great upside. It's that damn downside we got to get rid of.
Yeah, exactly. Right. We all know that all too well.
But Shaq told me to tell you hi.
Whoa.
Send me this doll.
Is that a voodoo doll, Papa? Are you stabbing needles in a...
He's a new spokesperson. And we've agreed with my good name and my great pizza recipe and his personality. We're gonna have a lot of fun. So
where did that come from?
Love you, brother.
Oh my God. Are you sticking needles in that thing, Papa?
Nope. Well, as soon as we get through Corona, we need to, I don't know if you want to call it, what do you call it, a voodoo doll or a hex or a spell, but the spell of Papa, so every time something bad happens, we got to say, oh, the spell of Papa. Heck, we can have fun with that, but let's get through this virus
the Papa curse.
Before we have the hex on these guys.
Yeah, let's. We already have a hex. We've already got one hex. Papa, thank you for your generosity. $1 million to charity, to small business owners, and I think, I'm not sure I understood you still correctly. You are donating $100,000 to our charitable cause.
I'm going to match you and your beautiful bride. You're in for 100. I'm in for 100. As long as when we do these interviews, you don't give me any slack. Is that a deal?
That's a deal. Of course, that's a deal. Well, Papa, then just wow, that's so generous. Thank you so much, Papa. Wow, that's so nice. Well,
that is really beautiful.
Give your fans my best, and God bless. And we'll keep fighting the good fight here, and we'll get this sculpture.
Absolutely. Thank you, Papa, for checking in. We are Team Papa all the way. We thank you so much for that donation. That's amazing.
Buy that merchandise.
Yeah, but don't.
That's beautiful.
But we have to talk. But our lawyers need to talk before you start with the Papa blessing.
Lawyers. Now you are getting big when you got lawyers. See you guys.
All right. Thank you, Papa. We'll talk.
Thank you, Papa.
Bye. Well, Papa is in the house. It's interesting to see him in that very room.
The famous house.
Where Bo took place. That fireplace is so epic, isn't it?
How did it turn on without no one touching it? Did you
I think
notice
there
that?
was someone in the room with him with a remote or something.
That's pretty crazy.
Because I heard him say that it was hot.
What kind of technology is that?
It's Papa Tech.
Because it's real fire.
Well,
it's not a digital fireplace.
I think the remote turns on the gas.
Huh?
It's,
not that.
It's not that crazy.
Okay.
I mean, if you have Papa money, anything's possible. Wow, that's so exciting though. The 100,000. So now that we have an extra 100,000, we can do five winners every day. That's 250.
That's pretty crazy.
$2,500 a day, 5 winners, and because we're gonna have like a little surplus because we've already started, we're gonna do on the final day. We're just gonna do like a mega giveaway for whatever we have left over. Well, that concludes our podcast here today. We've been gone, but it's good to be back. And and to everybody who's watching this, just to comb through everything I've said, good luck, God bless. I'm sure there's a couple of nuggets there.
Before we go, I actually wanted to make a statement because over the last couple of weeks, just because we didn't do an episode last week and then we had the interview with Dr. Ding the week before, it's been a while since we had an episode where I was participating directly. And on our last episode, we did a little goof where I was here in the studio and I was pretending that I was at home.
Pretending?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you guys have seen, but there's been quite a few comments sympathizing with my situation and expressing concern for me being homeless. And the reason that I really feel like I need to say something is I've actually seen quite a few people during this drama that was going on defending you, Ethan, saying you're a good guy because you let me sleep in the studio.
Isn't that weird? Like, wouldn't I be a good guy for just paying you enough money to actually not?
Which, yeah, I agree.
It's not, but yeah, I noticed that too. I love that. Ethan let Dan sleep in the studio. I would, by the way.
I don't want to make fun of anybody. I don't want this to be negative because these are people that were sympathizing. So I appreciate that. But I just want to let everybody know I'm okay. It was a gag. I have a home. I just needed to be here at the studio for the way that we're doing the Zoom call and all the recording and everything. So
it was Dan's idea.
Okay.
And originally I was like, I was
a
little lukewarm on it, but you all thought it would be fun.
It's a goof.
We did throw a wicked party there though.
Oh, did you?
Say what?
Zach, why the fuck would you say that?
Zach, how are you? Everyone check in with me. Ian, what are you doing? You're looking off.
Ian is not feeling well.
Are you sick, Ian?
My stomach feels. I think it's like Dan said, the weather changing, allergy shit. I don't know.
Whose house
it's
is
so
that?
hot today. It's so hot today.
Yeah, it's miserable. I hate that. The weather's. Whose house is that behind you?
Oh, I mean, even though you know Dan is homeless, I'm doing very well, as you can see. It's been very, very lucrative on my end. So it's all good.
Is that a person's house, a famous person's house in particular?
Yes, Ian.
I mean, I don't know. Do you call me famous?
Yeah, how famous do you consider Ian?
I see this is going nowhere. Congratulations on your new home, Ian.
Thank you. Thank you.
Zach, tell me about yourself. How you feeling? How's it going?
I've had quite a week, actually. My dog almost died. He got stung by
Wait, what?
Yeah, he got stung by a bee, went into anaphylactic shock. We had to run him to the pet hospital at 10:30 at night.
Whoa.
Yeah, he was like passing out. His gums went pale. He was vomiting.
Oh my God.
It was very. We thought we were gonna lose him.
Wow.
And yeah, so that was rough. Found my first gray hair.
Ooh.
Even more traumatic than the dog thing.
Which, yeah, I don't know why I'm getting gray hairs.
It's all that mayo.
It happens, man.
But
you look badass with a little salt and pepper, actually. Like, that'd be a good look for you.
That's what people have said, but
yeah, I wouldn't stress about that, dude.
Yeah,
he's stressed.
But other than that, it's fine. You know, staying home. I went to the market a few times. And
Zach, how old is your dog? What kind of is it? A little dog?
Yeah, he's 3 years old. He's a Maltese mix.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm so scared of one of our dogs getting stung because they're so small.
It was we were. I mean, I ran to the. Thank God there was a pet ER open. I ran with my dad, and I mean we were bawling in the car, crying because we thought we were gonna lose him.
How did you find out your dog got stung?
My brother was out walking him, and he said my dog Matisse jumped, and he started like limping on his paw, and then my brother went to look at it, and there was a stinger in there. And then all of a sudden he started vomiting and
shit.
Damn. Yeah. Do dogs always react that way, or is he's allergic to? It just happens to be allergic to a bee sting?
Well, he's been stung by 2 bees before, and he's never been in anaphylactic shock.
You know what happens with bee
in your
stings
neighborhood
is
with
that
these bees?
they get worse with every sting.
Yeah.
That's why I've been stung like 10 times, and the last time I got stung, which was very long ago, I had to go to the hospital. It's a weird thing with bee stings, but it gets more and more deadly.
What's going on that you've been stung by bees 10 times?
Yeah.
I used to play with bees as a kid for some stupid reason.
What?
And I don't know. I don't understand it. But I got stung like 5 times. And then I got stung accidentally a few more times after that.
Right.
Like the last time
But what about the people on my weird obsession? Because there's someone who does it for pleasure.
Yes, you're right, Ela. You're right, Ela. There is.
I don't know about that one. I agree. That one's weird. I don't know.
That is weird.
I guess that's a really good question. I don't know.
Huh.
Well, I'm glad your dog. What did they do at the vet? How did they treat it?
They put him on an IV. They gave him some antibiotics. We have some antibiotics for him still. They gave us to take home. But yeah, that was very scary.
He's okay now?
He's okay now. Yeah, thankfully.
That's good.
Poor guy.
Cool. That's great.
We have to protect our animals.
Yeah.
It was so scary because like his gums went pale, and it was.
I can't imagine how we would react if
I'd
that
die.
happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's happy-go-lucky. He's good.
Everything thankfully good. You know, we're monitoring where he walks now, and
Fucking bees.
Fucking bees. Fucking suck.
Why they gotta sting everything? Just mind your own business, bro. No one's fucking with you.
Bees and ticks.
Why do... Oh, yeah, we keep getting ticks on our dogs. It's driving me crazy. I mean, they're not deadly, but they're fucking disgusting. And I'm really glad that Lyme disease is... I was really worried about Lyme disease until I learned it's mostly an East Coast thing. It's very rare out here and in this part of the country. So I'm less worried about the Lyme disease, but I find them on one of the dogs like every week, and it's just so disgusting.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to get it out because the dogs will fight us when we try to get it out.
And they leave these huge welts where they were removed, like huge scars.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry to hear about that, Zach. I'm glad your dog is doing well.
Yeah.
You got to watch out for the dead bees too, because they still have the stingers.
Fuck those bees, man.
Yeah.
Ian
Thank you.
is... Ian, anything else? You're doing good. You're not feeling well, but you've got a big, beautiful house. Dan, doing great.
Not homeless.
Not homeless.
Not
Yes,
homeless.
exactly.
Thank you. Glad to hear
Good.
that. Alrighty then. That's the show. We will be back next week. We've got a ton of topics to talk about, but there was just so much to fit into this episode. Stay tuned, baby. This is the HV Podcast. We ain't going nowhere. Right, Elo?
That's right.
We ain't going nowhere, son. Even if every... You know, it's funny. Everybody circle jerks about how shitty our podcast is, like, of all these commentary channels. I mean, people are watching. There are people watching right now.
Those are fake views.
Like, these people clearly don't even watch. I mean, podcasts are by nature low effort, right? I think we work. People assume that we don't do any work. We work pretty hard on. There's 3 guys full time working on this podcast. We work a lot on this show. May not show, But we do. You know. All right. Thank you guys for watching. We love you. We appreciate you. Hop on over to Twitter. Get some free money to help you in these tough times. I don't know if we'll get that 100 from Papa, but until then, we're still giving 3 winners per day. It's a beautiful thing.
I was gonna say producer. I don't think he has a producer. His guy texted me to.
Oh, he did.
Hey, let's work out the logistics of how to do that. So it's happening.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's super cool. All right, guys, we'll see you next week. We appreciate you. We love you. And adios. Until next time.
Sayonara.
Bye.